Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna make my Luminous Boost strawberry ice cream. So we have quickly grab some broccoli. Did you know that broccoli had vitamin C in it? And did you know the benefits of vitamin C when it comes to training and working out? It helps for faster recovery, and it helps to lessen the stiffness when we're training. So broccoli in general, when you are consuming a healthier diet, one of your goals when it comes to training is to definitely make sure you're consuming the right things. When we stress about eating right fruits and vegetables, it's not just to bore you and give you palate fatigue. It's more so for the recovery purposes. And if you're training for a purpose, you have to eat for a purpose too. But vitamin C period is beneficial when it comes to recovery, for a faster recovery and to loosen up the stiffness. So I'm gonna quickly talk about some diuretics. Dandelion root is a natural diuretic, and if you do want to consume a natural diuretic, this is something I will blend into my veggie smoothies, but it does have an acquired taste. It is very, very bitter. So if not in your smoothies, if not in your veggie smoothies, you can do it in your salads and have another alternative to taking this in, because this is super, super bitter. So that's another benefit to taking this. And also asparagus is another natural form of diuretic when it comes to training. Now, when I say eat, you have to eat for a purpose, because sometimes when we're training, we don't know what to eat and we don't know how to pair our foods. And definitely when you're consuming, one of the mistakes people often do when they're training is pairing fats with carbs, and I'm gonna get into that. So right now I'm gonna grab some protein. I know in my last video I said Costco's would be the preferable place to get protein, but right now it's snowing outside and I can't make it to Costco's, so I'm only making one trip out, and I'm gonna get my protein at Whole Foods. One trick that I do is I always look at the number, again, the price per pound, and it'll tell you. I'm gonna show you an example here. You'll have this chicken breast here. Price per pound is $7.99, and the weight is $1.17. For this organic boneless chicken breast it's $9, right? But you see the price per pound here is $6. You get 2 pounds and almost 3 pounds of chicken breast for $16, which is essentially cheaper than this here. So this is a trick that I've learned when it comes to shopping. Definitely pay attention to that price per pound, because you don't want to get stuck at buying something that's more expensive. Even this is the same type of chicken. This chicken breast here is $6.99 per pound, and this one is $5.99 per pound. And this is $10 with only 2 pieces of chicken breast. So that's just a way to shop smarter. And the reason why I'm grabbing the chicken breast, after training, you want to make sure that you're consuming protein, fats, and carbs. You don't want the carbs to be paired with fat, because that fat slows down the insulin spike. Now, this is a generalized rule. If you're a diabetic, it may be a little bit different. You may not be able to take in that insulin spike. But for most people, the general rule is take in a starchy carbohydrate, spike the insulin. If you're white rice, white potato, something like that, pair with a fiber. Broccoli is going to help to keep you full, and you have the vitamin C to absorb, to help with you have the vitamin C to help with the recovery and the stiffness, and then you have your proteins to help to repair those muscles. This is a way of eating with intention. Now, when you talk about junk food, you're grabbing yourself a bowl of cereal and you're thinking like, all right, I'm gonna just eat this after a weight training session, or after a workout session because it's light. That's a mistake. That can easily turn into yo-yo dieting. That can easily turn into messing up your metabolism over a period of time if it's something that's done consistently. So we want to make sure that we're being mindful with how we're eating, how we're training, in order to see our goals, people. And if you're lost, you don't know what to do, that's when you go to my website, MagdaCivilFitness.com. Sign up with a plan, and I can help you with that. I'll hook you up. Oh no, I normally go for pasture raised. Forget it. Thanks. Eating throughout your fitness journey and you're trying to reach a goal, it's pretty much the same thing if you're trying to gain weight or if you're trying to lose weight. If you're trying to gain weight, you're going to eat the same way, but it's just more carbohydrates. If you're trying to lose weight, monitoring your carbohydrates would be preferable, or using carb cycling would be a tool. Never completely cutting out a major macro. So, thank you again for watching. See you next time. Take care. Okay, so real quick, I'm gonna make my Luminous Boost strawberry ice cream. So we have our ingredients laid out right here. And if you haven't heard already, of course, we're gonna be using Luminous Boost. Now, you can use in multiple ways: baking goods, smoothies, ice cream. Of course, if you're on the go, you can just add Luminous Boost into your water and just go real quick. This is a mixture of organic acai, maca root, and grass-fed collagen. It's a natural energy booster. It's good for our immune system, gut health, our skin, our hair, our nails. So there's a mixture of reasons why to take this in every single day. I love it. I like what it does, and it doesn't give you the jitters like stuff that has stimulants would do. Again, this is all natural. Feel like taking in all that processed sugar, there's another way to do it. So we're going to get more natural sugars to give us that craving, to fill that sweet tooth craving. So first things first, I have 1.5 pounds of frozen strawberries back from Costco's, so that I won't run through all those little bags of strawberries. Let's go. Somebody that isn't opposed to milk, heavy cream would be the best option. And at first I used heavy cream for this ingredient, but I'm not really a big fan of milk products. If I had to take it, I will, but if I have other options, I'll do that. So I'm gonna have a mixture of coconut cream. I'm gonna do about 2 tablespoons of coconut cream. This looks like a little bit more than 2 tablespoons. Okay, this is coconut milk, by the way. 1/2 cup of coconut milk, some vanilla, pure vanilla extract. Instead of using honey, which I'm not opposed to using honey, but I'm gonna use 𝗟𝘂𝗺𝗃, the low glycemic sweetener, and I normally would use stevia, but of course I'm not gonna do that. Okay, and now for the fun part. Now I just eyed the coconut milk, so I'm hoping that everything goes well. If it's too much milk, what I'll have to do is add more frozen strawberries. With this blender right here, it has the ice cream option, so I'm gonna just press that. I didn't have it right next to me, I forgot to add a scoop of Luminous Boost. And that is going to be available on 𝗟𝘂𝗺𝗃.com. I'm gonna add some more strawberries in here because I put too much milk. I've already blended the ice cream. Because I had to blend it twice, the consistency may be a little bit watery, but it's okay because all I gotta do is freeze it and it'll be a thickened consistency. Pretty much. Things, I'm gonna add a little bit of nuts. Add some bananas to it. If I wanted to, add some chocolate chunks, some dark chocolate. For the remainder, I'm gonna store it in this container, pop it in the freezer, and when I'm ready to use it the next time, it's gonna be available for me. All right, now for the taste test. Oh my gosh.
Do it again.
Oh my God. This is so good.